I was looking at this, I just realized something. This picture here was taken at Calcutta, near Nakhon Sawan, Thailand, on a day or two before Thanksgiving. And then, I had a second close encounter like this on December 15th of 2024, last year, at my niece's house, right? Mm. And, and this is what I saw, except at my niece's house, they built a pyramid just like they forgot that part. Oh, well. But they built a pyramid just like this at my niece's house as well, in the farmer's field. And it was like sometime between 0430 and 0530. It might have been closer to 0530. Anyway, no, it was probably before 5. Anyway, that's the thing. Anyway, but that's another thing. But well, it's also because it was a few weeks ago, so I don't remember exactly. I know I got out there like at 4:30. Okay, I mean, it really does. Here, I'll get into that here in a minute, though. I mean, it's not like I lost a lot. Anyway, hang on. I don't want to over exaggerate it, but something did happen. Something weird did happen. This is what I saw. These things that appeared almost directly in front of me, or a little closer. I think that was pretty close that night, but it was a little closer. It came out of the open sky, and it was like one of these came down, but it went, instead of down here, it was like right about here, about eye level. It went right by my eye level, and as this occurred, like when this occurred at Calcutta, my niece actually took this picture. I have at least three witnesses. My wife saw it, and I got another video of you pointing at something up in the sky too, out there too. Do you remember seeing stuff out there too, right?
Yeah.
Because I got a video of you out there one night pointing at something moving around too. The same thing I was looking at too, I remember. But it was a little closer, because out there they would get really close. Those few days we were there, those few nights. And it's not just Calcutta, though. It's happened at our house. It's happened at my niece's house. So this is not anyway. This stuff is real. It is actually real. In fact, I'm nursing my ankle here. I got my ankle, my foot, my tinnitus on my right ankle's flaring up after walking around a little bit too much through her field. Actually, but the last few weeks, but it's okay. It'll get better here, but. Back is not feeling so bad anymore now, but anyway, where was I? Yeah, but at her house, it appeared closer, and it was like one of these. Like here at Calcutta, it actually touched all the way down to the ground, and my niece was able to get a picture of it. But it was something similar here. I was sitting right next to her when she took the picture. My wife was there too, right? Mm-hmm. We were all sitting together. Okay, right?
Yeah.
When this happened, we were all three, you, Nung, and Noom, her brother. Mm-hmm. We were all sitting together. And and I don't remember this actual, I remember like part of it. They started popping up, and then, but I don't, it's like it's kind of blacked out when this appearance actually happened. I don't actually remember it. But she got the pictures, and I was sitting right there, and it is not a trick. And now I know for sure it's not, after I saw it again happen for myself a few weeks later at her house. But the morning that happened, though, I got pictures of the field, of what it looks like out there, and other video documents where I at least talked about it. I don't have that sighting on video, but when it happened, though, it was a few weeks later, and when it happened, I was alone the second time. This time, though, we had 3 people. It was me, my wife, and my niece. And yeah, and but I was sitting right there, and I don't hardly remember. I do remember something, but not like everything like I should. And it's just like out there on December 15th, except this time it was like this came like directly at me. It opened up in the middle of the open sky out there in that field, like the light of God. Here, let me show you what that looks like. I'm sorry, what her field looks like out there. I'm sorry. In fact, these orbs were also captured out there over her field out there. That's Calcutta. That's at home right there. I got that one's a video from home. That's also at home. Anyway, okay, that's what it looked like. I was standing before they put that hay up there. I was standing right there, and it came out of here, out of nowhere. The same thing like what I was just showing at Calcutta, except it appeared right there. It was like, what I remember was like, when it opened up, it was like a bright white light, like an angel appearing in the sky or something. It just appeared. It was no sound at all. And then it just came out, except it didn't touch down on the ground like you see. See, in the Calcutta pictures, we're sitting way back here. Okay, I'll show you here, and I'll go back to that in a minute. But I was standing right about here. So it went right by me. And as it came down, it looked like it was coming down in slow motion. Before it went right by me about eye level and then kept going up and then zipped away, gone. And then as it came down, though, it seemed like it was coming down in slow motion. My memory of it now is very vivid, is almost as vivid as Calcutta now. I barely remember it. And it looked like it was coming down in slow motion, and it was like my sense of time and even reality around me was like in slow motion. You know, and I saw the thing. I saw the same thing, except when I saw it, it didn't touch down on the ground. It looked perfectly spherical. It looked like a perfect sphere, like a globe. Okay, like looking like a globe, just like a globe, or probably about the size, a good size cantaloupe, is what it looked like, and it was really beautiful, and it gave me this really warm feeling. I didn't really want to talk about it too much in detail. Oh man, I really didn't. I did another video where I was trying, to reach for words to describe it, and I really thought of I came up with a really stupid analogy. But it gave me this really warm feeling as it went by me, I remember. And then when it zipped away, when it came out here and zipped away, it was gone. I remember I saw it in the sky at higher altitude one more time, and it fluttered. And I saw it in other nights fluttering like the same way too, but it was at higher altitude. It didn't come in close. Does it do that naturally, I wonder? Does it bend your sense of time when it comes close to you naturally, or is it doing that on purpose? I don't know, because I think that kind of goes... I'm remembering some other UFO stories I've heard, some other people that have told other stories that are even crazier than that. Where they've talked about similar things. But it wasn't like hours or anything like that. It was only like maybe seconds to minutes, I think. Possibly as much as an hour that day, but I don't think it was maybe a full hour. I think probably the same thing like Calcutta. I think it was more like seconds to minutes. But the thing was, though, when after it was gone, it gave me this feeling, like such a warm feeling. It might have seemed like it really. I don't think in reality it really was. I don't think it didn't take that long. It didn't. I don't think the occurrence was really that long in reality. When it was over, it seemed like it was only a few seconds. But I think it might have been maybe a minute. I don't know. It just looked like it was in slow motion. That's just what it felt like. And now it's like a blur. And then when we got these pictures at Calcutta, that's a blur now. And then my niece took the pictures, okay? It's like a blur. If I ask her to describe it, she'll still describe it too. But I kind of wonder, is that really what she remembers? Does she remember, or is she like me? Did she blank it out too? What about you, hon? These right here.
Yeah.
Do you still remember that when they actually showed up like that?
Yeah, I remember.
What did it feel like?
It feel like because
Did you see them come down out of the sky?
I see them come down the sky.
Because now what I was going to say, when this picture was taken, that's zoomed in. Okay, we were sitting here. Let me find one that's not zoomed. Oops. Here, let me find one that's not zoomed in. We were sitting at least 50 feet away. So maybe not everybody. I don't know. Right here. Here's one that's not quite as zoomed in. Right there. Actually, yeah, we were. That one's not zoomed in at all. We weren't sitting that far. There. Now at my niece's house, though, when it went right by me up here, I was standing a little closer, a lot closer. But I don't think this one's zoomed in at all. That's just that's from Nung's phone. That's her iPhone 15. I need to upgrade, man. Because that one video I got here at home on November 20th, if I'd have had the iPhone 15, Whew, I wonder how good that one, much better that one would have come out, because I actually did get, that one actually did come out really good just with my phone. But anyway, here, that's, yeah, that's a Calcula, but anyway, hon, no, you said you saw, what are the, can you remember what it looked like when it came out of the sky? Do you really remember it?
Bouncing.
Round, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, did it look like, did those lights look brighter than that? Up there, the ones in the sky, did that light, did those get brighter, any brighter than that at any
Yeah, they're
time?
brighter than that.
Because I remember when it happened to me at Nung's house, I was standing closer, and it was something like that, except it was like the light of God. It was a bright white light.
Yeah, it's bright.
And I thought it was I started to believe it was a spirit. Because of the way it actually, whew, oh man. It's hard to describe, because it will actually make you feel stuff. It actually, uncontrollably, uncontrollably. Okay. It gave me like, something I didn't want to describe on video. It actually gave me like a warm feeling. Okay. This is not something I would even want to make up. Okay. But it actually, it gave me a warm feeling. It's so real that I have a hard time actually describing it on video. I mean, and then the first sighting I had was on the beach on June 4th. June 4th. Yeah. 2000. That one right there, June 4th, 2024. That was the first one that I caught on video. See that? Okay. And then I've had multiple other sightings afterwards, and it seemed like before every other sighting, I had about 10 sightings after that, where just about every time before it occurred, I would feel some sort of communication. It's hard to talk about it with it. It's hard to talk about that too, because it's like it's telepathy basically, except it's not like a voice or anything like that. It's like it's basically, at first it was more like, hey, I'm here, basically, look up, basically. I suddenly I kind of, well, it's like suddenly I would, like this one though, it seemed like I though even weeks before I saw it, I knew this was, I kept dreaming about this before it happened and stuff. And anyway, but I did actually, I didn't want to talk about it at first until all the other sightings started occurring too. And until I got all of those, or at least most of those, on video as well. But but after this though, it seemed like it would occur right before I would see it. And it's not like a voice or anything like that. It's just suddenly like, I know I'm going to see it. Like, just maybe it's more like, hey, I'm here. I will say I'm not going to talk about it yet. It may have been, I don't know, it may have even been deeper than that, but I'm not sure. It's like just suddenly you just kind of know stuff without knowing how you know. It's weird. Like this, that's how this first sighting was right here. I kind of knew it was going to be there. And even as it was occurring, I was still disbelieving it, thinking, is that some kind of drone? Is that some kind of drone? But obviously you see for yourself there that is no drone. Okay, you saw how it was changing shapes and stuff. Okay, and then I got so many other sightings. That was at home. I was just thinking, I wonder what, the iPhone 15 could have done. I need to upgrade soon. The iPhone 15 would have been, that probably would have looked, might have looked better. I don't know. That's why I try to use the iPad camera too sometimes, because it's better. It's almost as good as that one. But when I really look at that one too, that was at Calcula. What is it? It's a head and a body. Okay, looks kind of like a torso. Looks really small, but it looks like some sort of being in there. I see a head, and it looks like his hand is like pressed up against the inside of it. Is what it looks like. When this happened, because of my memory of it, I was even out there, I was thinking, is it possible somebody, because my memory of this one is so hazy. It was like, is somebody playing a trick on me? Is somebody playing a trick on me? I was, all kinds of stuff was going through my head. Okay. But then but I still believed it because I know everything I had seen up to this point, okay, was all definitely real. So I wasn't doubting it either, but it was still really, I just keep doing that doubt thing whenever, it's so unbelievable that it's happening, and, but now I know it's for sure that was definitely no trick after what I saw on December 15th, out there by myself alone. There's no way anybody could have been, no, that was just, no. And now it's like, it's so weird because now, especially the more time goes by, it's like, did that even really happen? It almost feels like, did that even really happen? But no, I know what I saw. And it was like, I wish I would have had a camera set up or something. But I don't know, though. Sometimes I also noticed, particularly at Calcutta, and as well as here, I think, but especially at Calcutta, when we were there, when I would pull out the phone and start recording, they would seem to start dimming out. They would start dimming out, and then if I would put the phone away, then suddenly they would come out and almost like they would start playing. They would start dancing around the sky and zipping around, and they typically will look like that at a semi-high altitude. Okay, that's taken with an iPhone 15. I need to upgrade, man. That's one of them. Semi-high, not too high altitude, but like maybe, I don't know. I think that's probably below 1,000 feet. I don't know for sure. I think it's at night, so it's hard to tell. I think that was probably below 1,000 feet, I think. There's some more shots of it. My niece recorded it, and then I had her send me the video. And you hear me on the video. I'm standing right there next to her as she's recording. And then I took her video and I zoomed in on it, and just like I did my own videos, and that's what I got. So, and that was on Christmas, the night. It was like almost like the Christmas star flying, through the air, like, because they do look angelic, So that was, on December 25th. That was also at Calcutta. And you know what? We saw, I need to explain this one a little more. We couldn't get a video of that one. We saw this one in see what side of the sky. That was east, because I know that's where the sun rose. Sun rises to the east, sets to the west. So yeah, so we first saw that this picture is from the east side of the sky out there at Calcutta. And we also saw it on the north side of the sky and kind of on the south side of the sky too, I believe. Yeah, we did. Yeah. I don't recall seeing, we may have seen it in the west side of the sky briefly as well, on all four sides even. I'm trying to remember, I think Nung did. But I saw it a few times too myself, and I got a few shots of it with my iPad camera, and they came out it looking all white. But when Nung took it with her iPhone 15, you can actually see a little bit more feature on there. See, I'll have to go to one of my photos. I will here. I'll go to one of mine. You see just that right there. But on Nung's, you see a little more detail, and notice that behind there. You know what that looks like? It looks like it's coming out of this thing. It looks like an orb. One of these coming out of this. So that's real. I mean, that thing was hard. We kept seeing that thing in different parts of the sky a few nights, and it was hard to get a picture of it because it was almost invisible up there at night. But it was a little closer, I think. That's out there at Calcutta. That's why I think those people that say they hover above that statue, they're right. I believe everything they say. Actually, at those people out there, I believe everything. As I was skeptical, I figured they had been visited, but I was still kind of skeptical of the place at first. But when I went out there, even after my sightings, I was still kind of skeptical because but after visiting out there, that place is Calcutta. That is the real thing. What those people say is true. Believe it. Okay, but anyway, here, let me find the I have some more. Oh yeah, and there's other smaller ones too. Like this one here. Like, see right there, that's the not unzoomed in photo of it. There was also these weird things here. Okay, I got a zoomed in photo of it. They were really tiny, but that's a more zoomed in photo of it. It looks like some kind. That's what it is. Okay, that's what I saw. It came down in an orb, just like these did here, except these look like that. And when I zoomed in on it, and I got multiple pictures of those. Like here, I can go through those here in a minute. Those are on here too, I think. Like, see, that's another one of them right there. That's what it came out. And I noticed the more I would take their pictures, the more the shapes wouldn't resemble like a head. I noticed. It's just weird. Like that one, there's a separate one. You see the head? And then they would suddenly start coming out like that when I would start taking their pictures. When they would come down. Okay, a lot of the stuff I haven't even talked about yet. I still got footage I haven't even posted yet from out there. Or I haven't even looked through yet because we were out there for about, 3 nights were we, huh? And was it 3 nights? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that one right there was the same object, I believe, but it was taken with my iPad camera, and that's how it came out. Almost looked like the one, like the Phoenix Lights. That's like one solid object, and it looks like. But the see, that's the one taken with my iPad camera right there. See, but damn, look how good an iPhone 15 can get it. That's with my niece's iPhone 15. That's better than my iPad camera. It's time for me to upgrade. Yeah, oh boy, look at that. See, that's the same thing, but except on my picture, all you see is that part of it right there. But on her camera, and she swore to me that it looked like, she said she saw something on it that looked like some kind of a language, but then it changed shapes and it went away. That's what Nung told me. Is she? Oh, even if she is around here, she's like far. So, it's okay. I could call her actually right now. I could call her actually and ask her. I could do a Facebook call right now. Call her. And ask. Well, no, I want to show. I'd have to show her what I was talking about on the picture. No, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do it. She told me I'd like to get her on video again, and ask her about that because she described it. I think I should call her. Yeah. Call her. I could send her a picture of it on Facebook real quick and then ask her, did you say there was some kind of, it looked like there was some kind of language on that thing when you saw it? I haven't really prepared her for a call, so I took the screenshot of it right there. My niece, Nung, she told me out there that she swore that she saw some kind of a language on it and then it went away because it would as it moves, it changes, just like it would change shapes, so kind of, or it would like fade in and out. But it's not really that close to the pyramid. That's just a zoomed in picture. It makes it look like it's closer to the pyramid than what it really is. That one was a little further away than that. It's zoomed in. It makes it look like it's closer here. See, like that's why the pyramid there is kind of blurry there. But that's it though. That's what we kept seeing. That's one of the things we kept seeing. I think that one was taken with my phone or camera or iPad. That's another thing. I saw this one the other night on the side of the road too, just kind of hovering there. I took a video of it, and I have it posted privately. You can't. If you look at the video, it looks like something emerald green, but it's just sitting there in the sky. So it's nothing spectacular. But we saw that at Calcutta as well. That's another, like that was taken with the iPhone 15.
Want to call her now?
I might here in a second. Hang on before I conclude the video, and if she doesn't answer, I'm just going to conclude. Or if she's not ready to talk or something. I hope it's okay. We don't, if she'll be, even if she's not ready, she'll be cool. I'll at least try here before I cut the video. Like, look at that one. That's 2 different pictures of one of those things that came down one of those smaller orbs out there at night. I kept seeing, it looked like a little green spot on my camera lens, and it would come down, it would touch the ground. It was hard to see them. They were almost like invisible out there. Is that what the dogs were barking at? I got videos of that too, actually, and the dogs going crazy. after these things started showing up, and I couldn't tell what the heck they were barking at.
You see things too, you know.
Yeah, well, they can supposedly. I think they truly can see things that we can't. In fact, brings me back to another story I could tell going from Japan with our other cat that passed away a few years ago. Anyway, but whatever he was freaking out about, I couldn't see it.
He's freaking out.
Yeah.
He walked 3 steps.
And that was very abnormal behavior. Yeah. See, like right there, you see how suddenly, you see two, and then suddenly more pop up, and there's Noom right there. He just like he told me, he was looking up. Look at his head. Yep, he is looking up, just like he told me right in here. So, yeah, well, the way I think the way they described it to me, I think the same thing happened to them, and they just don't really realize it, because I didn't realize that it was like they were slowing down time or knocking, or I thought they knocked me out or something. I thought they just zonked me out. Because I thought I felt something hit my eye or something. And Nung talked about the same thing. But Nung talked about that too. And he must have jumped up when it started happening. Yeah. He did. He that's why, yeah, he's not in that seat now. When you see all of them there. And there's a few more over there to that side too. They got up and started snapping pictures. Nung and Noom. And you were sitting there too, and so was I, but I remember I did do a little bit of meditating out there. Maybe my eyes were still closed when it actually occurred, and it was so quick, and they actually do. If my eyes were already closed when it started happening, that's because I was meditating. Maybe that's why it blanked out like that. But when it happened the second time, though, on December 15th, it went right by me about eye level. That is not totally blanked out. I do kind of remember it. But this one, though, we actually have pictures of. So anyway, yeah, I might as well post this video on my page. What was I really planning on doing? Well, what I really wanted to talk about was how, when it happened to me, when I saw these things, that's zoomed in on this right here. That's a zoom in. This picture here is a zoom in of this. Okay, when those things popped up like right in front of me, in front of the pyramid right here, in front of this, standing out there early in the morning before sunrise, standing right here. It appeared like the light. That's all I really wanted to talk about. It appeared like the light of God in front of me, and then it looked like it was coming down slow. I remember for a second, and then it kind of came down. It went right by me about eye level, and then went back up over here, and then gone. And then as I regained kind of my sense of time, I saw it again at a higher altitude. I saw it again at about probably this same altitude here that we saw that. I saw it fly away, except it looked more like a white light, and it fluttered. It kind of fluttered to the, like that as it was flying away. And then it was gone. And then it as it went by me, though, it was like this really warm feeling. Like this really warm, touching feeling. I didn't want to describe it on the other videos before. I'm sorry about that really stupid reference I made, though, to describe it. I was just trying to find words to describe it, because it made me feel like something. And I didn't want to talk about on the video, so I started fishing for ways to describe it, and I came up with some really ridiculous reference, but it still kind of said it, though. I think I still kind of explained what I meant, though, with that, even though it was kind of dumb. But anyway, that's anything else I should talk about, since I went ahead and like that was, oh yeah, and then there's been multiple sightings also at dawn at our house as well. And I noticed that too, like this one here at my niece's house seemed to appear between 1840 and about 1920 at p.m. at 1700 approximately. We would see this approximately at 1900 at her house. But at our house, I seem to always see this one. And also before sunrise, that one time, about sometime about 05. And I would also that time I was out there between 02. There was one time I was out there all night at her house and in the field, and when between 02 and 05, I started seeing a lot of these. I remember that night. But then that's at our house right there. That's also at our house. And then, over the holidays, we kept coming back and forth to their house, our house. And I think that was like December, was that 19th or 21st? One of these days, December 19th, 21st, or 22nd, I had this same sighting is this one from November 20th. That was the one that was really close. That was from this still shot right there. That was the one that was really close. But yeah, these were one of I keep seeing that same sighting. There's also a consistency as well. Like I just explained at her house about 1900 every night. You're seeing this one, but also at our house about dawn between 06 and 07. We're seeing them as well. The same thing, but also I'm not only seeing the orb ascending, like this one from November 20th, right here. But if you watch the full video from November 20th, just like on multiple other sighting videos I have, okay, from December 19th, 21st, and 22nd, and a few other days as well, where you see other objects zipping by underneath it. I put the video in slow motion, and then suddenly you start seeing these things zipping by. And that's multiple different days that it was occurring. Between, I think, December 19th, 19th, 20th, and 22nd, and that wasn't all. Also, there was December 13th as well, when it got really close. And I don't have that full, I wish I would have started recording that one about, I didn't even, but I kept noticing it out my peripheral vision. And then it was right there, right almost above my head, but not too close, but it was maybe double treetop level above my house. And then it started going up. And then I started recording. By the time I started recording, it was already going up high. And that was on December 13th. I think that one was black that day. On December 13th, yeah. I think that was the Friday the 13th from December, I think. And this is the video from this. I have the original footage in here and everything. That was from November 20th. That was before we went to Calcutta and got this one, pictures of that and that. And that was at my niece's house. Those are all at Calcutta. And that's at home. That's from November 20th. Okay, basically there's a being inside these things. I think that one might even be more than one joined together. You see how it's kind of ballooning up in the back a little bit? But watch the full video, you see it rising up. Okay, you see it changing shape too on the video right here. I have it here. I have it posted right here. Is this the 3? Watch the 3-minute one. I think might be the better one. Right here, this one. This one might be the better video. See, that's where I zoom in on the orb, and then watch, you'll see it right here start changing shapes as soon as I hit play. I should have kept zoomed in. Well, because the camera moves too. It's a close-up screen recording of the original footage. Now watch this. Turn it down. Okay, yeah, well, yes, but watch this. I just took the original footage and did a screen recording of it. So you can see how it changes shapes. I hit play. Now it looks perfectly spherical now. Is it, maybe, should I zoom in on that again right there from the original footage? Because it might have even, did it split apart and I didn't see it on the video? Because you see other objects. You're about to see multiple other objects on this video zipping by. My screen is not as clean right now as it was when I originally did it, but I'm just kind of skimming through this real quick just to show you what I'm talking about. Right there's another one right there. This one's from November 20th. Right there, you see that one? That was like the cigar looking one right there. Should I rewind that real quick or should I just keep going? And try to hit pause on that. I have to go to the original. If I went to the original footage and did that, you could, right there. Right there, see it? Where I've zoomed in on it before. It looks like the cigar. I've zoomed in. I have still shots posted of it. If I were to go to this original video on my device, I could zoom in on that a little better. Here, should I do that? That's right about what? 1 minute and 16 seconds in, and that is on the 3 minute and 30-second long video. So I'm going to go to that one real quick and show that up close real quick, and then I'm going to conclude. I just wanted to show how that thing, how that, I was just, all I was really remembering was how that thing appeared before me at my niece's house. And like this thing right here. And the way it lit up so bright, like you wouldn't believe. Like, the light of God. I mean, it's the best way to explain it. There's all these still shots I've got as well from other days. Like that one. Right there. Disc shaped right there. Hang on, let me. And also that was the one from December 13th. Yep, it sure is. Yep, that's the one that was right. That one was I saw right above, almost a little bit above treetop level above my house, and it was even closer than the November 20th video. And I have this on video, but I didn't start recording until it was already getting up high. It was right above me. I've seen it go from right above me to way up high, and you see it on the video ascending well above 40,000 feet. And that thing started out, it was right above me. Okay, so I've seen that too. Anyway, what was I looking for? The original footage. Let me go get that. The 3 minute and 16 seconds. You okay? Oh, she's taking a nap. Hang on. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Where is it? Okay, it's got to be in here somewhere. Okay, I know it's in here somewhere. It's got to be right in here somewhere. Don't tell me that video is on my phone only. No, it can't be. I know it's on here too. There's the original footage of it. The original, but what I want to look at though is the zoomed in footage. The 3 minute and 30-second video. Okay, and I know I did that. That's all my Calcella footage right there. I know I did that 3 minute one before the Calcella footage, didn't I? Maybe that video's on my phone only. I think I go to the YouTube version and zoom in on it too. Maybe. Oh, no, here it is. I found it. I found it right here. Okay, 1 minute and 16 in, right? Okay, you should see it coming up here, and then I will pause it when I see it. Oops, not yet. They're real quick. You got to pause it fast. Right there. Got it. Sorry if the camera didn't see it, but this is all real. Okay, I got to try to catch it. It's hard to pause on it right there. That's the white cigar. I have some zoomed in shots of that. That's the and there's the orb right there above it that I zoomed in on first. Now you see it's a different shape. Now it looks like a perfect sphere. Now it looks black. They can appear black, white. Very often they'll look orange at night, and if up close they look like, if they come up close to you, it can look like a big bright white light, or maybe it can look like that too, because when it looked, well, it wasn't that close. It was close, and it was black when I saw it though that day on December 13th, when it was right above our house. Here, rewind that again. Okay, here, watch this now. Right to that one. And there's multiple other objects in this video as well. And that was at home on November 20th. That was before we went to Calcutta. I felt like I had to go to Calcutta after this video. And after this video was when we went to Calcutta. Here's there's some of my Calcutta footage there. Now, where's the statues? I don't know. Hold on, where's the statues? Where are the statues? Those are really cool. Anyway, oh yeah, here they are. That's up in the mountain. I thought that was going to be a temple. And there's actually a group of people up there. I thought that's where they were. It's not. It's at a different place. I want to meet those people, but I never got the chance. They probably, I don't know. I won't talk about it too much. I would like to have met them. The people that talk about the portal, those are the ones, I believe them. I wish I could talk to them so bad. Because I believe them. I believe them. I'm not skeptical anymore after what I saw. See, there's some of my other footage from Calcutta out there. That's a little bit out, about 100 meters outside the compound. And out there a little bit in the jungle a little bit there, but near Nakhon Sawan. But anyway, what else was I looking for? Was that, I think that was it. Oh yeah, but then, yeah, after that November 20th video, that's what I was saying was, then we went to Calcutta. And this happened. You know, and anyway, I could start going into all my speculative, anyway, all my speculation about what's going on and all that, but I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, oh, darn it. I just flipped it, yeah. Yeah, but then we, got this on video on November 20th. That was before we went to Calcutta. So, and of course, the beach sighting, that was also one of the more amazing videos, the one I got on the beach. But then it kept happening after that. And, that's at home on November 20th. So, and of course, Calcutta. So, anyway. I'm going to conclude. I mean, I really just wanted to talk about how, when these appeared before me close at my niece's house, same place where I have this one where I have this video. I have, in the comments, I posted the original footage. And, one of those got up close to me, just like they did here at Calcutta. And what I really wanted to comment on in the beginning was just how these at the same time, it appeared before me, right before I saw these go right by me at my niece's house. These things, it opened up in front of me, no sound. It was like, I almost want to go with my mouth and to demonstrate it, but there was no sound. It was just it just opened up right in front of me, and they're very quiet. They never make any noise. Never. There was one time, anyway, I'm not going to get into it, but they never make any noise. At Calcutta, there was one night where I was sitting behind this thing, and after they moved it over, the night after this, they moved this pyramid into a different spot, and I was sitting behind it, and something went so close over my head. I didn't hear it, but I did very briefly hear like a almost like nothing, but almost heard nothing, but I actually felt it. I felt like energy, zip over us. And it even partially disturbed the tree even. That was sitting right, that was right above me. I got up and moved out of that spot, actually. I actually picked up my chair and moved over after that happened. My little folding chair. But yeah, anyway, though when this happened to me the second time, though, when it was just me only. And, this occasion, we had at least 3 witnesses. 4, including me. My wife, niece, Noom, and me. But when this happened to me the second time, I was all alone. About 4:30 5 in the morning on December 15th. And these things were opened up right in front of me. before one of these things came down here like and zipped right by me. It looked like it was in slow motion though. It's kind of the memory. Both memories are now, you know, a blur now. But anyway, I guess I might as well maybe kind of make this a video here. Maybe I'll just go ahead and post this on top of my page and kind of explain why I have all these UFO videos on here. I didn't when I did this video, I didn't start out intending on this, but intending on explaining all this. But it started out on June 4th, and then it's been happening like ever since, and now it's like getting to the point where it's every day. And I've even had at least like 2 close encounters, actually. So ever since, since June 4th, when I got this first one on video. That's just a zoom-in video of it, but the original footage is posted on here as well as on YouTube. So anyway, that's why I have all this stuff on here. This started happening back in June. I was never like really, back in 2012 on Fort Bragg, I saw one, now Fort Liberty. When I was driving, my wife and I were driving down Bragg Boulevard. It was right at dusk. And you know what it was? It was exactly this same thing. I saw it drop out of the sky. And it was only lasted for a few seconds, though. I was driving down Bragg Boulevard right at dusk. Very clear sky. And it only lasted like a second and it was gone. And it covered a lot of sky, though, in that second. It moved amazingly fast. And it didn't move. I remember it didn't quite move as gracefully as I've seen here, like particularly when this one too was moved pretty gracefully. They can also move really extremely fast. They can also move really gracefully, and they're still where they don't really look like they're going that fast, but they are actually. It's weird. But yeah, they're. So yeah, 2012, and I only saw it drop back in 2012. This is from November 2024, but in 2012 when I saw it, I eventually just said, okay, well, it must have been a meteor or something I saw falling out of the sky at dusk, right at dusk, and it just looked weird or something. But then when I saw the Navy videos, I thought which also looked just like this. Some of them, particularly the ones that were taken from the ship, not the planes, not the pilots, but from the videos that were taken from the ship. They looked just like that. And so that was from November 20th, 2024. And the one I saw back in February 2012 looked exactly the same. So, yeah. That's when I saw those Navy videos, that's when I realized, oh my God, that's the same thing I saw. So, yeah, that's the same thing. That's when I started really thinking about it. And then about in June 2024, that's when I saw this one. That's, this is only part of the video. It appeared for 8.5 minutes. I paused it. I'm zooming in on it. It appeared for 8.5 minutes. This is only some of the closer parts of the video right here. And then it's been happening ever since. Okay, ever since then. I think that may have been what stirred it up when I saw those Navy videos and realized it looked exactly like the one I saw in 2012, as does that one, actually. And that was November 20th, 2024, right here at home where I live now. And like that was at Calcutta. And some of these were that was at my niece's house on Christmas, December 25th at about... What did I log the time? I hope I marked the time. Oh man. Don't tell me I didn't. It's just I think I marked the time on the video, I think. Here, I put the original video only in this one. That's the zoomed in footage. It was about 1900 approximately. I think I may have said it in here. Usually I write I think I got it turned down. Recording always disappeared. Did I mark the time? I want to record, but as soon as I tried recording, it always disappeared. Well, it's getting so common. think that's why the last one disappeared.
โอ้อย่าเพิ่งพูดถ่าย
I think that's why the last one disappeared too. It's starting to fade a little bit. It was brighter. Okay. Did I mark the time
โก
anywhere?
น็อต
What'd you say?
โกน็อต
It's right there still, but it's getting dimmer. It's still there. It's getting dimmer.
but the video cannot see
Okay, not on that one. I didn't. Did I mark the time? Darn it. Come down. Come on down.
ไปซูมI cannot
You can't see it because of the light.
Come on down.
Behind me, but
Come on.
see John see
Yeah.
see the part I can take a video so amazing
okay.
Fade away. It's fading away. Oh, because it doesn't matter if I'm doing it or not. If somebody's filming, it's going to fade away.
Did I mark the time? I know I must have marked the time somewhere here. On December 12th, you know, if I go back to my December 25th notes here, from Christmas, I'll probably have the exact time that occurred marked. I forgot to mark that on the, here, that was from Christmas. Do I have it in here? Wait a second, is that the original picture? That's the night after, that was the following, oh yeah, that was after I zoomed in on it. What was the time? They were typically occurring about 1900 every night at her house. Like here, it happens at dawn. Yep, right there. 1920. Yep. That's why I said between 1840 and 1920. Yep, and that was, yep, okay. Yeah, 1920. Yep, so that was about, yeah, they kept occurring about 1900. And that was at her house. So, and then, yeah, multiple different locations. The beach on Jomtien Beach, at home, at her house, at our house. Should I put mapped precise locations for all of them? I mean, I don't need to mark our exact address and stuff on there, but on Facebook. But I did for the Jomtien sighting, but that was only because that was my first sighting, and that was a kind of I'd say it was a pretty famous location, I would say. If you look at that view I had of all those islands, of like Koh Lin, Gatlan, and then then there was Kram Yai. And Koh Si Chang was further north out of sight from where I was sitting there, but I assume it flew over Koh Si Chang as well, because it kept heading north that direction. But right there, that one right there I'm referring to. That one. You can watch the full video. It's posted in there. Anyway, that's it. So yeah, a lot of weird stuff since June of 2024. But it's been a good thing, though, actually. I'm not going to get into all of it, but it's been a very, very good thing, I think. Anyway, oh, yeah. That's Nun's house. That's our house there. That's at our house. Like, yeah, right before Christmas. That was at our house at dawn right before Christmas, right there. But anyway, that's it. That's why I have all this stuff posted here. I'll probably put this one on YouTube as well.